So I just overheard that comment.
Yeah.
So you're going to be honoring one of your former teammates.
Yeah.
Were you the one that kind of came up with that idea, or where did that idea stem from?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We wanted to be able to do something, and so we want, and you don't always play, your alma mater in the NCAA tournament. That doesn't happen, and so we wanted to be able to do that and to be able to honor her because it happened this year, and so she's on everybody's mind, and that's something that's important to us to be able to do, and it's a personal decision, I guess, but it's the right thing to do.
I know you've talked about how much you played when you were at Drake still. So does this matchup still resonate as something special since it's in the postseason? Or is it still just like, all right, it is still any other team?
Both. I mean, you have to look at every game as a big game, and it's been a long time since I've made any game personal from my standpoint. This is about our team. So as much as, you want to win every game that you play, this is about our team and what, where our focus needs to be and where we want it to be.
Well, at the least, you're the third Jones sister to get a chance to play in the NCAA tournament. So
Yes.
just tell me what this, I know it's not your first one, but just tell me what that's like to kind of carry on that unique family tradition. There's probably a very small number of families out there who say that they've had three daughters playing the NCAA
Yes,
tournament.
it's just super special. Anytime you get a chance to play at the highest level and in the NCAA tournament, it's just you want to take the opportunity, and the chance that all of my sisters have gotten to play in it is just, it's extremely special and something that we do not take for granted.
Yeah, I texted Ashley today just to be like, you're not coming, are you? She's like, I'm in Greece.
Yeah.
So it sounds like people are cheering on from afar. Have you
Yes.
heard from them, or have you gotten any advice, I guess, from either Ashley or Kelsey, who was just playing a couple days ago?
I think they're just being super supportive. They watch all the games. Ashley even says no matter what time it is there, she's watching the games, and my family's just super supportive and always just cheering on, even if they can't be at the game.
Yeah. When you were growing up, I don't know your family's like fanhood history. Did you go to Iowa games or anything when you were growing up?
Not a whole lot. When we were really young, we went to some, but not a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. I think I asked you this the other day, but just like when you saw Iowa come up in the bracket, were you just like, oh man, that's so crazy? What was your reaction when you saw they might be a potential opponent?
Yeah, I think it's just really special to play against people that you know and have played with in AAU, in high school, and against. It's just something that you want to take the moment and enjoy it, because it's fun to play against the same players that you've known.
Is there somebody on that team that you know particularly well? I don't know what your relationship is like.
I played with Kylie Feuerbach 1 year at Iowa State, and then I played with her at yes, and I played with her for All Iowa Tack.
Okay.
So she's probably the closest. Yes.
So crazy. I forgot you had been at Iowa State together.
Yes.
That's nuts. So what's your relationship like with Kylie? She seems like, obviously, she's like, everybody loves her.
Yes, she's such a fun person to be around, and she's a really hard worker, and we had a really good relationship at Iowa State, so it's fun to follow her in her career at Iowa and get to see her again.
From what you've seen watching tape on Iowa, what do they do that might present some challenges to you guys tomorrow?
We haven't really done a lot of film yet, so we're gonna focus on that today, and then hopefully know more about them.
Yeah. Are you do you feel like you get a lot more attention in games like this, knowing you're going up against your former state? Like, do a lot of people kind of say, "Oh, Aubrey, here we go"?
To some extent, but I think we just always want to keep it focused on the team, and all of us, it's just another game. We just want to focus on who we are and not who we're playing.
Mm-hmm. Have you had any other supporters that have been down here? I know your family was over in South Bend for the first round, but other former high school either teammates or coaches or anything like that that have come down?
My aunt and her family came down to the last game, but then they had to go back for work. But it's just most people are just watching from far. Yeah.
You're McTaggart wouldn't have come down to this or anything.
No.
Sounds good.
What's it like to play against an Iowa team where your family has ties and stuff?
It's just really fun to be able to get the opportunity to play. It's really not about who we're playing against, but who we are and what we do. So I think that's what we're going to focus on.
Can you tell me about Jennie as a coach, what she's meant to you? I know you could transfer to play under her, but what she brings to you guys, what she brings to this program?
She's such an energetic person who brings so much. She's a great coach. Who instills confidence in all of her players and pours into all of us, which is really special.
She seems like she's funny is maybe a way to
Yeah.
Last year I covered your game against Iowa State, and I remember there was a time where you were over on the sideline. She kind of looked like she was really giving you a serious talking to, and you turned around and you were like laughing really hard. So like, it seems like she's got just like a serious sense of humor.
Yes, she's trying to pour into you as much as you can, but everything is always light, and she just really does instill confidence in all of her players, which is really something special.
Can you talk about what it's like to play against her in practice? I just heard about that. What is that?
Yes, she's very competitive, and she's always going to be everywhere on the court, shooting shots that might not be going in, but she wants us to rebound, and it's just, she's very competitive, and it's fun to get to play against her.
What makes your team dangerous? Why are you guys so good? What makes you tick?
I think with Reagan Beers in the inside, and then having such great shooters like Peyton Verholst and Lexi Keys on the outside, you have to guard everybody, and it's just whether we're going to be dominating in the inside or the outside, we have 5 scorers in the game at all times, so I think that's really scary.
Can you talk about the pace of play between just how fast you are and how fast Iowa is?
Yes, I think we really will be trying to push the pace, running the floor, spreading the court. I think that's just something that both teams do really well, and I think that's what we're going to focus on throughout the game.
Why has this team been such a good fit for you in this program?
I think the style of play is just really special because we do have 5 scorers in the game all the time. Everyone is a threat. Just making reads out there is something that's unique to our offense.
Obviously, Iowa's speed is something that they like to do. You saw a little bit of that too against Florida Gulf Coast. Is that kind of an emphasis heading in that?
I think we just we haven't watched a lot of film yet, but just being able to get back on defense, push our pace, and get transition, I think is something that we're going to focus on.
What's challenging about that? Just like having a fast-paced game.
I think trying to get back on defense is something that you got to focus on in transition because they are going to push and get their posts running the floor, and I think we just got to use our depth to our advantage.
You get this matchup now against your home state team. Did you go to Hawkeye games growing up? Were you a Hawkeye fan or anything?
Honestly, I was not. I was not a Hawkeye fan
You
or
Hawkeye?
Iowa State. Nothing. I was very, vague.
Yeah.
So, no.
Okay.
Why Oklahoma?
I feel like I had a great relationship with Jennie. Actually, Jennie was one of the first coaches to recruit me back when she was at Drake University. So in like 7th, 8th grade when we started our relationship, and just her coming to Oklahoma and then, building another relationship with me here, I was like, this is awesome just to have a coach invest so much time into you. So I was like, it's kind of an easy choice for me.
Can you describe her as a coach, what her style is, what she's like?
She's very intense. I would say very intense. She wants the best out of you in all aspects, not just basketball, but life. And she'll do whatever it takes to get that out of you. She's very, where there's a will, there's a way, and she instills that in all 14 of us young women. And she's very big in empowering women. So I think that's something I really admire about her.
Can you talk about why she practices with you, or what is that? I've never heard of that.
Really, I actually think it's kind of cool to have a coach who can tell you to do something, and then if you're not doing it right, to show you. Because I think a lot of us are, visual learners. Like you got to see it. And so just for her to be able to adjust to our learning styles and just the way we are going to be able to learn efficiently, I think it's cool, and I think she loves it. I think she loves basketball, so just being able to play whenever she can, honestly, is probably pretty nostalgic for her. But I think it works for our team.
What's so rewarding for you to see this program on this stage?
Just understanding where it's come from and where it's trying to go, and just everyone in the alumni who's put into this program before you come. I think you kind of also have to be honored and understand that this is a privilege. So I'm just excited to just be a part of history and just honestly make a deep run in this tournament.
Iowa likes to push the ball. They like to kind of make it a fast-paced game. What's super challenging for you guys in that just kind of different?
I think that's a good question. I think we both like to play fast. I think they like to get up and down. We like to get up and down, but just understanding when to control the pace of the game and just when to make runs, when to stop runs, and just really being efficient in every possession, I think will be really important for us.
Did you think you got a good taste of it against the Florida Gulf Coast yesterday?
Yes, I think they're a really good team. I'm going to say they play similar, but they have a lot of guards, really fast pace, like to get to the rim. And so I think just taking that from the first game and just really implementing it into the second round, and I feel pretty confident.
Forget if I asked you this the other day, but I know you played AAU with some of the girls that are on the Hawkeyes this year. Anybody that you still know particularly well, or anybody you keep in touch with, anything like that?
Yeah, I'm pretty close with Hannah Stokey. Hannah Stokey was one of my best friends when we played together. Jada Jemfe, Sydney Affelter, Taylor McCabe. I'm pretty comfortable with those girls. They're really good girls, so yes.
Is it weird going against them now?
Yeah.
I would.
That was like a starting lineup.
Honestly, no, but Hannah, I would say, just because we kind of played against each other in high school as well, so we're just real familiar being competitors. But I wouldn't say no. I think it's a game, so just making it a game would be fun.
Have you talked to each other this week? Has there any communication at all?
No, we haven't. I think, business, kind of just a mutual respect type thing.
What's it like to compete against a friend?
I think it kind of shows how much of a friend you guys really are, in games when you compete, and especially something you love and you both work so hard for. But I think it's just amazing to see how, when you were beginning your friendship, and just how far you can grow, and I think that's what I love about it.
To see both of you guys on this stage too, I mean, that's got to
Yeah.
be very, rewarding and just kind of hard work pays off kind
Yes,
of moment for you.
exactly. And then Hannah, getting to the Final Four in the championship in her previous years, just watching that, it's just been a blessing. So just really happy for her and everything she's been able to accomplish as well.
Is she funny?
She is. She's a gem. She's funny all around, just a good person. Like, she's got a lot of personality.
She has personality. When she talks to us, it's like she closes
Really?
up.
No.
But you can see her joking around
Yeah,
and stuff.
she's-
Does that surprise you?
Yeah, kind of, but she's kind of shy, but she's very bubbly, good person.